So guys, now up to now we have seen the theory part. Now from now onwards we will do some programs. Of course, if you learn any new language, the first program you would code is the hello world program. In the same manner, we will write the hello world program in assembly language. So let me create a new directory called ASM, and I'm going into the directory. Now I say nano is a text editor, and I'm going to create a file, say hello world.nasm. Now a new file has been created. Now what we are going to do is, I want to write our sections. In the previous videos we have discussed about the section, dot text section, data section and resource section. For this tutorial we are going to see the two sections, data and the text. You want to say section dot and data, and after that you can give a space and you can define the variables. Now what we are going to do is, we want to create a variable and we want to define the variable values. So don't worry, we will define these variables. I will discuss in the next videos. Now we have successfully defined the variable message with the value hello world. Now what we are going to do is, we need to create a section called dot text section, and in this we want to create like main function. If you know C programming, the main function will be the starting execution of our program. The same way we can say main, and you need to put the colon. It's called the label. And also what you want to do is, you want to set this as global. So whenever our code is executing, this global main can be accessed by our loader, and also CPU can access easily with this global. And now what we are going to do is, I'm going to open a new terminal, and all these header files numbers are located in unistd_32.h. So let me write it, unistd_32.h. This header file contains all our system call numbers. Okay, let me pipe this output to less so that we can see from the starting. As you can see guys, and these are the system calls and these are the numbers. Exit system call number is 1, 4, 2, read 3, write 4. So we need to print this hello world to our screen, that means standard output. That's why we need to use the write system call, and the number is 4. And also I have said that the write system calls, the syntax, I mean the arguments, the first argument will be the file descriptor and the second is the message and the count. So we store the write system calls number in EAX and the file descriptor in EBX, ECX and EDX. Now let's go and write that. Now first let me write the arguments. Let me copy EVX comma. So EVX is the first argument. EVX, we need to store the first argument in the EVX, which is the 1, because 0 for standard input and 1 for standard input, and 1. In the similar manner, I want to copy the message pointer to the ECX, In the same way, I need to copy the third argument is number of bytes you want to copy. So if you count this hello world 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Okay, I think I have counted correctly. Okay, I think it's 11. Now we have completed arguments. What we want to do is we need to move the system call number into AX, and which is 4 for the right function. Now as I said in the previous videos, we need to call the interrupt 80, which is the software interrupt. And one more thing we need to do is we need to exit the program successfully, so that the program exits normally. To do that, we need to call this exit system call. The exit system calls number is 1 and it does not need any argument. So we can simply say EAX. We can simply copy the number 1 into the EAX and we can call directory the software interrupt. I mean, this software interrupt invokes the system call handler and it will invoke the exit system call. Now let me save this. Click Y, press Y and hit enter. Now we are using the NASM assembler to assemble this NASM file. To do that, type NASM followed by F. F option is to specify the format, and we need to compile it in a 32-bit. That's why we need to say elf_32. Sorry, I think elf32. Yes, and we need to specify the NASM file, and we need to specify the output file. And the output file extension is O, which is the object file. So it says the line 3 has some error. Now let's solve this. Okay, I am sorry guys, I did not put this define byte. Okay, I am so sorry. So what we are going to do is, you name a variable and you need to specify in which format it should be stored. The DB stands for define byte, and this hello world will be divided into respective bytes and it will be stored as single byte H, E, L, L, O, etc. up to D. So now let us compile again. And there you go guys. Now if I say ls, you will see the object file also. Now we need to link this object file, and in the mode elf_i386, which is stands for 32-bit, and we need to supply the input file, which is hello world.object file, and also output file name as hello world. So this is just warning. Okay, now this is just warning, that is that starting underscore text section should be this one. If you put underscore start instead of main, you will not get this warning. Now let's run our executable. As you can see guys, we have successfully printed the hello world, but there is no new line after hello world. So to create new line, we are going to do some modifications. Now I am going to see the ASCII table. To do the type man ASCII. So this represents the hexadecimal, decimal, octal and characters. This is the ASCII representation of normal characters, and we can use this hexadecimal or decimal or octal to represent these characters. I think you all know the ASCII. So to create a new line, we need to put the new line special character, which you can see the new line value is 12, and in hexadecimal it's A. As you can see, hex character, and 09 sorry 0a is new line. It's line feed and it creates a new line. And disturb now what I'm going to do is I put the comma and say 0xa. Now the full message contains hello world and the new line. Now let me save this. Now if we compile again, now we need to assemble it and again we have to use the linker. It's the two-step process. So if I say hello world, okay, I think I did not save. Okay, let me make sure. So okay, I did not put the length, I did not change the length. So if I change the length, this 0xa would be included. So one way to write to get the length of the variable is we need to create a new variable for that length. I am going to say it as length, and it's going to be the bytes, defined bytes. Sorry, and I want to say the length equals to dollar minus message. So now what this expression does is dollar means current variable's address and the message means this message address. So if we subtract these addresses, you obviously get the size of this variable because it's the distance or the gap between these two variables, right? Dollar means the current instructions address and the message means the message address. If you just subtract that, you will get the difference between these two, which is the gap exactly between these two variables, which is also this one. I think you understood, guys. Now let me save this. Now I have to compile again with NASM and also with linker. Now if I run the hello world, you can see the new line has been created. Now there is an error called cannot find the entry symbol underscore start. Now let's fix this error also. Now all we have to do is we need to change this main into underscore start because this LD linker will identify the start as a main. So if we have put our own custom name, then it will defaultly apply some address to the start of the text section. So just to avoid that error, we can say just underscore start instead of main. And this is all personal preference, guys. You can keep main or any name whatever you want. Now let me compile this. Now let me link this. So you can see there is no error, and if I run the binary, it will output will be the same. Hello world. So this is all about the hello world program, guys. I hope you have understood. Now I will explain again to clarify any of your remaining doubts. Now first we need to declare some main function global so that CPU can easily access that function, and the next section is data section. This contains the variables, and we are declaring the variable defined byte which says that store this value as a byte, single bytes, followed by the actual value hello world and followed by the new line, that is line feed. And the next one is length variable, and that value equals to the current instruction minus instructions address minus message address, which gives the actual length of the message. So if it occupies 12 bytes, the message would be 0 and the length will be the 12. Obviously you no need to calculate manually. I'm sorry guys, I did not put the length here, so that okay, let me put the length. So even if I do this, compare this again, I will get the same output. So as you can see guys, so this is all about the hello world program you code in the assembly guys. I hope you have understood.